Virgo, you are contending, dealing with, experiencing a little bit of a tricky energy. It could be something intellectual, it could be something emotional, relational, spiritual, but it is a little bit touch and go, or there is something about this energy that requires you to slow down a little bit. And this slowing down might feel uncomfortable because in a way you've been kind of going around something versus going within. Okay, and I'm seeing like a circle here, and it's like you're collecting all this information around a situation or around an experience, but you have yet to go to the center. Now, I feel like you know how to get to the center, and you might even know what the center of an issue is or an experience is, but you haven't wanted to go there yet. This makes sense because I got the card Animus for you, which is the kind of positive aspect, the light aspect of the masculine side of the psyche. And on this card it says strength, leadership, and bravery. And there is something about you being direct. It's like you need to, rather than circling around something, and I'm seeing a red thread, make a circle here, just go straight to the center and make that red thread just go straight to the center. Draw a straight line, okay? Because something needs directness, clear intentions. Your communication too must be direct and clear. Don't mess about. Okay, something about muskrat, maybe? I don't know, something musk, I don't know. There's something about being as direct as possible for clarity's sake, for truth's sake, rather than circling something, okay? Because your animus, the light side of your animus aspect, is waking up. And it's been asleep in a situation. You've been dealing with something maybe from the more feminine aspect, the anima. That would be the circling rather than the straight line. This would be trying to figure out maybe more intuitively what's going on, or emotionally, or acting from an emotional, intuitive space. There's also something about trying to like weave something together, or network in, or figure out like the details. I'm hearing the insufficiencies. But really, your best path is just directness. Now, the other two cards I got for you, Judgment and Forgiveness. And on the Judgment card, it says critical, complementary, and on the Forgiveness card, it says withholding, releasing. And this is reminding me of what I got for you in my meditation before I started with your energy. And I got Prometheus, who is a Greek Titan god, who is thought of as the bringer of fire. He helped mortals, and he helped them by bringing them fire. And there's something here about you paying attention to earthly matters, something that needs to get done in the 3D. You're circling around it, but it needs to get done. You need to bring fire to this situation. It's important to this mortal situation. You know, this is something that you need to deal with in this lifetime. And I did get something about clearing some karma here. Okay, so you need to deal with this. You need to bring fire, energy, passion, directness, King of Wands type energy too, to this situation or this query you have. Now, I got something about a cousin, long lost cousin, or a friend, or somebody who's going to give you some information about something. Okay, you need to draw a straight line there. Don't circle around it. That could be coming up for some of you, or maybe it's already happened. There's something primed and ready to go as well. But with Prometheus, he was judged harshly by Zeus. And Zeus kind of condemned him to this life of misery where an eagle would peck at his liver constantly. And the idea was, well, some interpretations is the liver is the seat of emotions. So it was like emotional torture that he had to endure just by helping out the mere mortals. Okay, so there's something that you're trying to help people or help someone or help a situation or do something in an earthly way, but you're getting criticized for it, lambasted, I don't know, ostracized, abandoned at some level. There's some sense of they don't get it going on here in your energy. Now, eventually Prometheus gets set free, and you will too, from this feeling of being ridiculed. But in order to do that, you mustn't be scared of being ridiculed. It feels like, maybe ridiculed is the wrong word, rejected or judged, criticized, because it's like you're circling something so that you evade some criticism, you evade some judgment. But you need to step into that Prometheus energy. You need to bring the fire to the earthly matter, regardless of what someone else might think or what the consequence may be. That is part of an initiation process for you, part of an awakening. And when you make that direct line, everybody can see that you're acting from your morals, from your truth, from your authentic self, from your higher self. Okay, and then this forgiveness card is giving me a lot of feelings around some experience or behavior that you've been taught to circle around something. It's as if when you were younger, you were very direct about something, you spoke your mind, and you were either ignored, not heard, or punished. And so you've learned how to bob and weave with something. But this time, in this situation, at this moment, that's not the best strategy for you. The best course of action is awakening this animus inside of you, this strength, this leadership, this bravery, and making that direct proclamation of what you want, what you desire, what you need, what's really going on, because it needs to get done. Okay? So there's some kind of emotional cycle that you're breaking. And I feel like the forgiveness might be about forgiving something that happened long ago in the past. Okay? Or forgiveness to yourself. Whatever this forgiveness is about, this release of something that's been kind of restricting you, this energy of, that's been restricting you, well, you get to cut the cord with it now if you take the direct route. Okay? So then I'm going to pull out more cards, but I got for your supportive energy, attention and ego, which is good. You're paying attention to your ego and attention to other people's egos. You have an awareness of when your shadow aspects are getting out of hand, when your ego desires are clouding over what your higher self truly needs and wants and is guiding you to do. And so this is beautiful. And the numbers of these cards, 15 and 17, correspond in the tarot to the Devil card and the Star card. So this is not letting shadow energy, devil energy, temptations, obsessions, weaknesses pull you down and pull you away from your destiny. So you see the circling here that's going on. Yep, that's exactly it, right? The circling that you were doing. Now you're being called to make this direct path. Okay? So that's in your supportive energy. In your challenge is Transcendent and Neophyte. I'm not entirely sure, but the feeling I'm getting is that you may be trying to step outside of a situation rather than dealing with it head on. I mean, it fits the rest of the message, but I'm going to pull a clarifier on this and see. There's something new that you're being asked to do. And I don't really feel like it's transcend the situation in terms of like going beyond it, getting outside of it. It feels to me that Spirit's asking you to deal with something. Yeah. Rather than, putting it aside, trying to escape it, trying to minimize it, but actually look at something here for what it is and do what needs to be done. This is something new for you to do in this way. So let me pull some cards here and see. Tell me more about this neophyte and transcendent for the challenge. Calm. Oh, the river. Yeah, it's like staying in the river rather than trying to float up into the sky. Calming the river, because right now in the river, there's a lot of rapids, it's rocky, there's things going on, maybe there's an alligator lurking here and there, and all you want to do is escape it and go into the sky. Be that eagle, right? That can see all. But that eagle in this Prometheus story would represent a part of your shadow self that's emotionally punishing you for doing something good. Do you see what I'm saying? So you've done something good, and you have to stand in that. You know, stand your ground with that. Don't try to abandon that. Okay? I'm hearing don't repeat a cycle. Maybe when you did something good in the past, someone abandoned you, but now you're doing it to yourself. And by abandoning yourself, I mean it's like backing down or not taking this direct approach because you don't really believe in what you're doing. So instead you do something kind of circuitous, right? Instead you go around in circles instead. The calm that you seek comes from standing in the river. Firmly, courageously, with bravery, and dealing with what is in the river rather than trying to get above it, get outside of it. Okay, so let's see the energy supporting you, dear Virgo. Taurus energy might be important to you right now. Okay, let's see, Sagittarius too. The bringer of fire, right? Steps. Attention, ego, and steps. So you're doing something in increments and steps. I feel like this is a good thing because the steps are linear, right? If they're not a circle, unless they're a spiral staircase, but that's not what I'm seeing here. This is straight up, straight up the steps, right? So again, the energy of being straight up, taking steps to rectify something, to clarify something, to correct something, to address something. Let's get into your tarot and see what we get. Virgo. Virgo. What is going on? Virgo. Seeing the number 4. There's something about the circle again. It's like you want 4 post bed, I'm hearing, but like 4 posts, you know, the 4 of Wands. You want stability, you want security, you want celebration, you want unity, you want structure here. You're trying to square the circle, but there's an easier way to do something here. Three more. Virgo. Cheeky bugger, you are. Yes. The bringer of fire at the end. Good. Because yeah, it had me going for a second. I'll tell you in a minute. But at the bottom of the deck, we have the star and the devil. No way. No way. There's the synchronicity that confirms this reading for you. Again, 15 and 17. Star and devil. So let's see, the star, attention, going to the top of this snowy peak to see something. It's easy to see, though. It's winter here. All the leaves are gone. You have a clear view. But it feels a little bit isolating, a little bit desolate. This is a path for you and only you. Okay, imagine, oh, I think we had this for you once. Imagine following a bear down a winter's path. And this bear is your protector. It's an aspect of you that is a leader, this animus aspect. Not mother bear, but kind of like a warrior bear instead. I mean, I know they can be the same thing, but it's more masculine energy. Okay, the star, and ego, the devil. So yeah, these ropes, these chains, and the hangman behind that, 7 of coins. There's this stuckness energy of something not going anywhere, of going in circles with something. These ropes, the ties that bind. You need to cut the cords here 100%. And you can. Maybe it's not cut. Maybe it's burned down the cord. Okay. I'm seeing the lovers. Could be around a partnership or a contract, or there's a tough decision you need to make. But again, here's the upward path, right? The ladder, the steps, the linear path that Spirit's asking you to take. It's straightforward approach. It's the best approach. Now, you, my friend, came out as the King of Coins. Look at you. You're like, I'm holding a circle, Andy. My name. That's my name. Not a line. Okay, so you're still a little bit resistant to this direct approach. And I get it because you're a neophyte here. It's a new way of doing something. So let's get in a little bit further about this resistance to the direct approach. Now, the King of Coins is someone who is stable, secure, is confident in their resources, has worked really hard for what they have, okay, and doesn't give it away easily. So there's a little bit of maybe a scarcity mindset underlying some of this, okay, the fear of losing your King of Pentacles status in whichever way you have it. So tell me more about the King of Coins for Virgo's overall energy, Spirit. 10 of Cups. You're trying to hold on to and maintain some kind of happiness or flow. Well, together these cards in any other reading would be like, you're doing just fine, Virgo. You're killing it. And maybe you are. Could not be your reading. Or maybe there's something else going on in the background in another part of your life that requires some attention that you're not looking at. You're trying to transcend this and step into a different energy here that you got going on. Why? Why does this require attention? Whatever this is. 8 of Pentacles, because it's becoming a lot of work. It's taking up something in your day-to-day energy. You could be trying to perfect something here or manage something or plan for something. Strength. Yeah, look. And this big bear trap. It's like you're trying to work on how to do something without getting tricked or trapped. Or maybe you're trying to trap someone else. I'm not sure. See this bear trap? Oh, yeah, the bear. Strength, the bear. Leading you up this path. So you're scared of your bear getting trapped. Of your leadership aspect, your directness of being a trap. Right, this goes back to the wound, right? Like last time you were direct like that, you got punished in some way. So you feel like this bear, this warrior masculine bear leading you in the star card here might get trapped. Okay, let's keep going. What you don't see coming is the Queen of Coins, sorry. Queen of Coins, and she's looking at the King of Coins. See that? This is the Somnia Tarot. So who is this Queen of Coins? Someone who's on your playing field, or they're also circling something. This is why the direct line would be better. maybe this person's not anticipating that directness, but it would help you. Tell me more about the Queen of Coins. Why is this here? Now, the Queen of Coins can represent confidence, stability, security as well. But she's a little bit more dynamic. She's a little bit more open than the King is. So let's see. Who is this? What is this that Virgo doesn't see coming? Somebody may forgive you. And maybe you feel like you don't need forgiveness for anything. But someone may be softening towards you. Okay. Oh, yeah. The Ten of Wands. What's going on here? There's multiple people or multiple energies that are exhausted and tired, trying to do something, both of you, or maybe it's you in a work situation or multiple people, a group of people, I don't know, but both energies are trying to do something in a roundabout way, and it's burdensome, it's tiring. Well, at least for this person. You're kind of showing up as like, it's not that bad. I can manage it because I got this over here that makes me happy. But maybe this is it. Maybe Spirit's saying, well, you're doing it at the expense of someone else. Do them a favor. Cut the cord. Drop the chandelier on them. Do them a favor. Really, cut the cord here with whatever's going on. Say it like it is. I'm not fully satisfied with this. Can you tell me more, Spirit? What is it that Virgo doesn't see coming? Contentment and harmony. This feels weird. I have to say, possessions. Yeah, it feels, and that's the Queen of Pentacles too. It feels very like a mix of priorities here. It's almost like possessions or some kind of security blanket, comfort zone is what you're seeking to maintain at all costs. But there's something here that doesn't, that's just the ego. That's the ego. Your soul doesn't need any of those things. Not in this lifetime. Stability. Yeah, see, there's something here. You're seeking stability, silver lining. There is a silver lining when it comes to taking the direct path, and it is the stability that you get. Oh, yeah, look at the lines. Maybe you create a boundary. That's the line that you draw a line in the sand with something. Oh, yeah, and there's barbed wire here, too. Is this making sense? I hope this is helping. I feel like we're saying the same basic message, which is be direct about something and do something about it. Over and over. We're circling it, we're going over it and saying it in different ways, but maybe that's what you need. Let's see what else comes through. 10 of Pentacles for your opportunity. Well, you do have a lot of things, Virgo. You are doing well. You are doing well. Yeah, maybe you're holding a grudge here. Maybe on a quieter level. Maybe it's not a massive grudge, but if somebody was to put your hand in, that person was to put their hand in your mouth, you would take a couple chomps. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. The Fool and the Chariot for your opportunity. The direct path. Right, exactly. Okay, if you want success, if you're looking for more money, you're looking for a successful move, if you're looking to build a relationship, you're seeking some kind of awakening and spiritual enlightenment, any kind of abundance like that, you got to act. You got to take a leap of faith here, untie yourself from this bed that is kind of your comfort zone, but has also become your prison in a sense, and go for it. Trust that you will be led, you will be guided. Even the river, the calm, right? Staying in the river and dealing with it. Okay, so when I say go, you got to go forward, you got to do it. It's like you got to deal with it. Look, you have your shadow and your light aspect. holding you up, leading the way. You have your fire, your candle here, the fire bringer. You're bringing light to the situation that you need to. And I feel like, look, he's holding scissors in his hand. It's come to almost some kind of desperation, it feels like. A new approach is required. And it's going to lead to something that is exactly kind of what you want. I don't know. Can you tell me more about what this Ten of Pentacles looks like? Backroads. Well, it's like finding something on the main street that you've been looking for on the back roads. Storehouse. Yeah, what's going on here? It's like you've been looking on the back roads in these storehouses that you find along the way for some possession or for something here to make you feel stable and solid. Now, this could be a metaphor. Maybe it's more literal. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. But Spirit's saying if you just stay on the main road or you go back onto the main road where everybody can see you and your direction is well known to yourself and to others, you will find what you're looking for right in the glass window of the department store, you know, of the main thing that you could just go to. I don't know what this is, but it's like you're trying to find out things in hidden places, but that's not where it is. Oh boy. Can you tell me more about this main road? This main road. Maybe you want something, but you don't want to let people know what it is that you want. Identity. Oh, it says identify, but I read it as identity at first. You identify. What is it that you want? Maybe it has to do with your identity. You don't want people to identify what it is that you're actually looking for. Why? Maybe because you feel like it will be taken from you? Veil. Yeah, you're hiding something here about it. All right. One of these readings, I feel like I'm not going to get to know exactly what it is, but you will, and this reading is for you. Okay, 8 of Cups for the challenge. There is something that must be left behind. Maybe it is possessions. It's on the dock here, so you're supposed to go in the calm river to deal with something in order to calm the waters in your own heart. But you have to leave something behind, all these buckets. I feel like that's a good thing. You know, I don't feel the goal is to scoop out the water from this river situation and take it with you. I actually feel like your happiness here is pouring that water out. Okay, so leaving the buckets behind is beneficial for you because you won't be tempted to store any of this energy from this situation or this conflict or this difficult experience or the fear that you have. So tell me more about the 8 of Cups as the challenge, walking away, leaving something behind. Maybe that's it. Maybe walking away is the direct line. It's the direct approach. It's clear. There's the door. You can go. But instead you're circling, right? I'm seeing a shark. The Sun card is stuck in here. Right, like a shark circles when it's not, like it's assessing its prey, and then it has that direct line when it goes in for the kill. And a shark's got a shark, you know? Shark gets associated with so many bad things, but it is what it is. It's a killer. It has to eat. So don't hide your fin if that's what you got to do, right? The Hangman. You're leaving someone or something behind. You might be leaving someone hanging. Okay? Left on red. I don't know. or it's hard for you to walk away without finally cutting that cord and leaving someone hanging or something hanging. Well, you don't have to do that. You can cut that cord should you choose. Okay, your advice, I love this, is the Magician. Here Spirit is showing you, well, you have all the tools, the circles and squares, the triangles, the octagons, whatever shape you want to choose, to work with. And instead of choosing the pentacle here, look what you've chosen. You've chosen the fire, the wand. And there's a rose in this book that you're looking at. You're going up, oh, look at that. You're going up the steps into this foggy kind of area to calm the waters. And you're bringing your candlestick with you to lead the way. Okay, that's your advice. To recognize the power that you have in this situation, to act in a way that is somewhat unfamiliar to you, but that calms you and brings a resolution quicker than another way would. This is some kind of initiation. You're learning how to use a new tool. The sword's not the right tool. The cup's not the right tool. The pentacle's not the right tool. It's the Spirit, the wand. Nine of Pentacles. You're going to learn something about yourself and how you have what you need. You have what you need. And there's something about being happy with that. Sometimes losing a little bit of our things, whether those are people in our life or job titles we might hold or possessions we might have. Sometimes allowing those things to be let go of when they're trying to leave actually frees us up to so much more possibility that we want to welcome into our life, to change, to shift, to not have to be identified with those things, that job title, that relationship status, whatever it is. We're no longer ego identified, right? With our possessions, with our relationships and all of that stuff. Instead, we understand that we have everything we already need, regardless of what may come and go. Now the outcome. I'm also going to do an extended reading. In the extended, I'm going to go a layer deeper. We're going to see what's underneath this. It tends to get more specific because there is less of you there. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. If you're not, don't worry about it. Trust Spirit knows you, knew that you were not going to go to an extended, and gave you personally all the information you needed. That's the way it works for me. Okay. 7 of Wands for your outcome, the bringer of fire. Look at you, like you're literally bringing fire here. You have become the leader. You have woken up the bravery within you. That's always been there. It's always been there. But now you are leading the way to, and you're leading maybe others, but also aspects of yourself too. The fire, Prometheus. There's a book I haven't, I think I've read a couple of the first few pages, but I haven't really delved into it yet. It's called Prometheus Rising, and I keep seeing the cover in my mind's eye, so maybe that's a book that you want to look into. Maybe I'll read it tonight. Sounds cozy. Yeah, so have a look around Prometheus because it's really coming up for you. So let's see more about this 7 of Wands. Now, 7 of Wands is standing your ground, defending yourself, not backing down, being confident, being brave. So let's see. 7 of Wands. What are you doing here? The outcome. You're dealing with something head on. Oh, beautiful. I love it. It's my favorite card in the deck visually. The Death card. Oh, this is so beautiful. And a relief. Look at you, calm in the water. Look, the water's gone down, right? So it's not so intimidating anymore. You can see all around you. There's no alligators lurking or sharks. You can see everything. There's change that you're ushering in, that you're bringing in. Because you're standing your ground, you put an end to some energy that's just ongoing and ongoing and ongoing, and you can't really break through it. That transforms, that ends once you take the straight path. Okay? And it's your transformation. So yes, there are going to be people who don't agree with you, who try to stop you from transforming. Think about the death card in the Rider-Waite, the king's on the ground. No, don't bring the transformation. Don't bring our ruling to an end, even though we're corrupt, even though we're ego-identified, and all we care about is jewels and possessions and power and control. Don't bring that to an end. Well, who cares what those people think? Death card didn't. Said, nope, I'll spare the innocent, the child, and you, my friend, you had your chance. It's time for a new story. All right, that's what I have for you, Virgo. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.